Welcome back, focused learners. Today, we're getting right into an explainer that is literally the ultimate anatomical battle plan for building massive biceps and triceps. We're going to dive into the 7 essential exercises that actually move the needle for true arm growth. We're breaking down the what, the how, and the actual science of why it works.
Okay, let's take a really quick look at our step-by-step workout split for today's session. First, the path to massive arms. Second, building biceps peak and size. Third, targeting the triceps long head. Fourth, triceps definition and pump. And finally, number 5, the ultimate arm finisher.
All right, let's kick things off with section 1, the path to massive arms. So here's the absolute truth. Perfect technique will always beat ego lifting. We've all seen that guy in the gym, right? The one swinging massive dumbbells around like a pendulum, relying completely on momentum. But listen, by maintaining incredibly strict form, we ensure we're actually stimulating the muscle tissue, rather than just begging for a severe joint injury. Keep that in the back of your mind as we go through every single movement today.
Let's jump right into section 2, building biceps peak and size.
Our very first move is the alternating dumbbell curl. Training your arms individually is basically the ultimate fix for muscle imbalances, all while building that really coveted bicep peak. You're going to set up with equal weight dumbbells using a neutral grip, and keep those elbows absolutely pinned to your ribs. That part is non-negotiable. Then curl individually toward the shoulder, squeeze the biceps super hard at the top, and lower it down slowly before alternating to the other arm.
For the specific parameters, you're aiming for 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps per arm. But I'll tell you the real secret sauce here, and that's the tempo. You've got to keep it excruciatingly slow and controlled. That's going to maximize muscle tension and forge perfect symmetry between your left and your right arms.
Now, to prep for our next movement, we need to talk about the incredible power of strict isolation. An isolation exercise basically targets a single muscle group with minimal assistance from the surrounding muscles. It creates an environment where cheating is mechanically eliminated. Your target muscle is forced to take on 100% of the load simply because the surrounding muscles can't step in to help. And that brings us to the barbell preacher curl. You're going to lock yourself into the preacher bench, keep your arms totally stable on the pad, and grab a straight barbell with a shoulder-width underhand grip. Because you are strictly isolating the muscle here, you honestly only need a light or moderate weight to get through your 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Curl up for a really strong contraction, and then lower to a full stretch at the bottom. Doing this absolutely guarantees strict muscle activation. Moving on to the classic mass builder, the barbell curl. There's a golden rule you have to remember here, and it's this: absolutely no body jerking. Keep your elbows stable and close to your body. You want to lock your stance in shoulder-width apart to build true, dense bicep thickness. Now this is the movement where you can finally go heavy to develop rapid size. Grab that straight barbell with an underhand grip, keep the elbows close, and curl towards your chest for 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. But here's the catch. The heavy weight is only effective if you maintain total control as you stretch the bicep out on the way down. Seriously, don't let gravity do the work for you.
Awesome, let's flip to the back of the arm for section 3, targeting the triceps long head.
Exercise number 4 is the easy bar skull crusher. Lie flat on a bench and hold the easy bar straight above your head with a narrow grip. The absolute most important trick to this one is fixing your elbows in place. Do not let them flare out. Slowly lower the bar to slightly below your forehead and then use your triceps to forcefully drive the weight straight back up. Nailing that elbow stability drastically reduces your injury risk and puts all the stress exactly where we want it.
For this one, you really want to stick to a moderate weight across 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps. The magic truly happens in that deep hinge right behind the forehead. So, moderate weight paired with flawless execution, that is your blueprint right there.
But hey, before we hit the standing overhead extension, we've got to talk safety. You absolutely must protect your lower back by keeping your core locked tight. It is so incredibly common to excessively arch the spine when you're reaching overhead, but doing that completely compromises your safety. Keep that core braced tight while you get that deep tricep stretch.
Now, for the standing dumbbell overhead extension, you can actually execute this either standing or seated. Just hold a single dumbbell overhead with both hands. You want to keep those elbows incredibly close to your ears, lower the dumbbell behind your head to get a massive stretch in the long head, and push back up to a full contraction. You can definitely push heavyweight here to rapidly increase your arm size across 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps, provided your form remains flawless, of course.
Moving right along to section 4,
triceps definition, and pump. Our sixth exercise is the cable rope pushdown. Think about the crazy contrast between the two phases of this lift. It's like night and day. On the contraction phase, you want to explode downward, lock those elbows out, and vigorously spread the rope outward at the end. But on the return phase, you've got to treat it like a slow draining hourglass. Keep it extremely slow and controlled to maintain continuous tension all the way back up. For these pushdowns, we are bumping the reps up to a 12 to 15 range across 3 sets. Grab the rope with a neutral grip and use a light to moderate weight. This phase is all about flushing the muscle with blood, getting that instant skin-tearing pump, and keeping the tension strictly on the triceps to carve in those really deep details and separation.
And finally, Section 5, the ultimate arm finisher.
Exercise 7 targets a very specific, almost hidden piece of anatomy called the brachialis. This is a muscle in the upper arm that flexes the elbow joint, and it actually sits underneath, deeper than the bicep. The crazy thing is, when you train it, it literally pushes the bicep upward from underneath. It gives you that incredible 3D arm thickness that you just cannot get from standard curls alone.
To hit it, we're doing the reverse grip easy bar curl. Grab the easy bar with an overhand or reverse grip. Keep your elbows stable and curled towards the chest using a strict, full range of motion. Again, no jerking the body. We're going to use a moderate weight for 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps. And what's super cool is not only does this absolutely blow up the brachialis, but it deeply engages the forearms too. It builds the grip strength you are going to need to lift heavier across all your other exercises down the road.
So, there you have it. You now possess the complete anatomical blueprint for massive arms. But I want to leave you with one final absolutely crucial question. Will you sacrifice your ego to maintain perfect form? The science is all laid out for you right here, but true growth only happens when your discipline overrides the desire to lift recklessly heavy. Drop the ego and make every single rep count. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you next time.